Live with Love. I am Love, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I was just kind of getting situated for myself for this 11:11 Pacific time that we come together and we breathe. And again, asking what is coming up today. Yesterday, appreciation came in, and there was some light language dance that I I can't talk very well today. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My sleep was a little non-existent last night, so please forgive me if some of my words end up fumbling out, will you? So we're going to just wait a little bit while people get on. So what came in this morning was a lot of different things. And so I was feeling into, okay, what is it that those who are attending today on the live or on the replay are to add to their lives in some way, or to bring some awareness to in some way. And it seems like light language is coming up. There's a toning, creating sound, connecting with the earth, the elementals. So what we have playing in the background right now is 7.83 hertz. And I'd have to double check if that's the actual Schuman resonance, but it has to do with connecting to the earth on that resonance. And by the way, that resonance is shifting as well as everything else. Someone asked me the other day, like, what I thought about the poles shifting, the ice melting, etc. And I never really answered the question because I don't have a lot of information on that. Although I will tell you that way back when going through a museum, I got to go through this timeline on a wall. And as I looked at that timeline on the wall about where Colorado was and is now, it seems like every continent has gone through that change in weather. So whether they attribute it to global warming or anything like that, I'm not sure. All I know is I looked back and there was a jungle in Colorado. So as for pole shifting, who knows? I would say it's a natural cycle of the earth, and yes, we affect it. And also, are we that important? We are important, but are we that important that we're shifting the whole environment? It's hard to know for sure. Hello, everyone. I'm glad you're here. I'm just kind of doing my jibber jabber thing, just seeing who's coming up today, because I did promise that today, if the lighting was okay, and you guys can tell me if the lighting is okay, that we would do some soul gazing. We'll see how that goes. At least 5 minutes of soul gazing. How you guys doing? Oh, thank you for the hair. Yes. I'm liking the pink. I like the pink in there. It's a little more upkeep, but I've been very low maintenance for the last 5 years, so gotta live on the edge, right? Who does she think she is? There's someone on Insta that I love that always says that. Who does she think she is, having that pink hair? Or wearing those earrings? Or strutting her stuff? For a lot of years, I played very small. And I tried not to be seen, actually. I didn't want to be seen because I didn't want to be rejected. And then I decided just to keep to myself and see what would happen. Others would approach me as opposed to me approaching them. How you guys doing? Can I buy you a jet? Can you buy me a jet? I don't know what kind of jet that is. Is that like a luxury jet? I once thought about learning to fly because I wanted to live in Steamboat, Colorado. And there's an airport there, a small private airport. And I thought, how great would that be to have land in Steamboat, Colorado, and have a little plane that I could travel and I could see my family in different places, right? You're paying for fuel, But how great would that be to be my own personal pilot? I'd want to fly myself. It's great, yeah, if you can kick back, but I would enjoy what it would feel like to fly an airplane. How you guys doing? Don't know too much about bondage, guys. That's a different channel. So this channel is all about connecting to your heart. And as you connect to your heart, you're connecting to a deeper part of you. So if you're here now, it's no mistake that you've come to this channel. You're somewhere on your path and you're switching up things in life. And some of the time you have things figured out and some of the times you don't. And I, by all means, have not had it figured out. I am not a coach. I am not an expert on the subjects that come up on this channel, but I will bring through any experience that I personally have come through. And I will try and navigate you to different answers. So if you catch these lives that are going to be on the replay, check out some links that I put in there, because sometimes I am able to put in some of what we speak of. Other times I'm just going to say, pay attention to my words. I'm also going to say, pay attention to my gaze. That's been coming up recently. Someone asked why I close my eyes, and for me, it helps me connect here and not pay so much attention to the external world. Hello, everyone showing up. Pleasure to have you here. Let me know where you guys are from, okay? I want to know if you're on my side of the world, if you're on the other side of the world. I travel around, so who knows? Maybe I am in that area sometimes. Okay. LA, California. Awesome. I have a friend or cousin in Laguna, also a friend. And sometimes I stay near her. I have I'm kind of van lifing it, guys. So I'm actually I have a traveling hair studio and I offer silent haircuts on this journey. I also offer much, much more in regards to the information here, and that will soon be available to you guys in a community on my website. Do I speak Spanish? Habla español. Only a little bit. Un poquito? Is that how you say it? 2 years of high school Spanish. Could have had more, but you know, you need a haircut. Where are you from? Currently I'm in Colorado, so unless you're in Colorado, Denmark, hello. Good to have you here. Possibly someone who speaks French. By the way, guys, I haven't got a lot of sleep last night. And yeah, so some of my words might be a little made up. You know what that's like, right? We're just trying to get the words out. But I still wanted to come on here with you guys. We'll see how it goes. Hello, Italy. Great to see you here. Awesome. All right. I love having all you here. It seems like new people each time. And then there's some regulars here too. So wonderful. Eventually, I'll offer a space that we can see each other's beautiful faces. And I can see what color your hair is doing, right? When I meet people or people that I've done their hair in random places, they're like, oh my God, don't look at me. I didn't do my hair today. And I always tell them, no, this is good. I was like, is this normally how it goes with your hair? I was like, all right, if you'd like some guidance on it, I can give you that. I don't have to. Or come by and I'll adjust something, because if you do want to wear your hair that way, let me just kind of alter the cut a bit. Because, you know, people show me pictures and I base the haircuts on their hair density, their face shape, and their lifestyle. And that's kind of what I do on this channel. I take everything into consideration as much as I can from the information I get from a live, right? Don't ride a motorcycle, but I do enjoy them. As long as nobody's trying to show off. Guys like to show off. And I just like to enjoy the cruise, really. So, and beautiful places. All right, well, thank you for all the compliments, guys. You two are very lovely today. I can feel it. So here we are. If you have any specific questions, put them in the comments. I will try and take a look at them. But for the next couple minutes, we are going to do some soul gazing. Does everybody know what that is? We moon gaze, we sun gaze. When we moon gaze, we're basically connecting with solar energy. It's the reflection of the sun coming in a different way, different frequencies. We are currently listening to a frequency that is tuned to the Schuman Resonance, which has to do with the earth. And that's been coming in the last 2 days. As I've been going for a walk, because I probably haven't explained it before or occasionally have, for you guys, I am what you call a grid keeper, earth walker. I don't know, there's different terms for this. I've been doing this for a while and I didn't know that it was a thing. So in the last couple of years, I found out it was a thing that people work with the ley lines of the grid, dragon ley lines, crystalline ley lines. There are energetic points all around the earth. You know, one huge one, the pyramids, right? Sedona, Mount Shasta, Glastonbury in England, if any of you are from England. Stonehenge, I was there. It was beautiful. Yeah, let me know where you guys are from. I don't tell the future. I do pull cards, and they're oracle cards, a little different than tarot cards. I'm not an expert, but there are messages that came through. Recently, someone had a birthday, and it seemed like that message was very on key with them because I got to speak with them later in regards to travel and new things happening. So we might do that today if you guys are interested. But let's take a moment. We're going to connect with our heart. This may be the only time today that you actually connect with your breath and connect with your heart. And so let's go. Let's do it, right? You're here, I'm here. We might as well breathe together, right? So take a moment. If you're in a place where you can put your hand on your heart, the right hand, the right side of the body, I believe is the masculine side. So let's balance out the masculine in all of us, whether you're man, woman. Balance out by putting your hand right here on your heart. Your other hand, your left hand, on the lower part of, like, just below your navel, okay? And you're just going to connect into that womb space. Men have a womb space too. And when you connect there, you're connecting to nurturing. You're connecting to the mother, Mother Earth. You can even connect to your own mother in this way, regardless of your relationship. Maybe more so you'd like to do if your relationship with your mother is not so great. Connecting with your womb, your heart space. And then we'll connect here in the third eye, connecting to the energies of Three-Eye Atlas, not just a comet, but energies here to recalibrate the earth and help with Gaia's shift in consciousness. So that's why we're here, to connect with our own inner being, our highest self, the I am presence that you are, that highest timeline that we all would like to be on, right? So take a deep breath from your belly. Ready? We're going to pause at the top. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out. And pause. Breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. And pause. Breathe in. pause and breathe out. Notice your body. Continue the breath of the sacred pause at the top and the sacred pause at the bottom. Breathe in. As was said before, for many of us, this is the one time you're going to have in this day for this connection and this breath. Although it is encouraged that you take more of these opportunities, these times, these moments of now. Breathe in and release. Picture 2 inches above your head. Bring your awareness there. Also, simultaneously being in connection and awareness with your breath. As your chest rises and falls, in your awareness 2 inches above your head, we are bringing awareness to awareness itself. Breathe. Nothing to do. Feel. Feel the chair beneath you. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Notice any sounds around you. And know that whatever sounds occur only brings you deeper into the connection with yourself. Smile. Feel. And notice that awareness 2 inches above your head. Notice a starlight getting brighter. The evening star, a wishing star perhaps. Breathe into that star. Breathing in, consciousness of the universe. Breathing out, the conscious of the universe. Breathing in, breathing out. On the next breath, connecting with that cosmic consciousness that you are, your soul star, and bringing that energy down through the channel of your body. Threads you are weaving. Breathe in and breathe out. And notice those threads coming through your body, through your 12 chakras within the body, and down to 6 inches below your feet. Breathe in and breathe out. What color, if any, do you feel here? Do you sense here? Feel into this center point, as this is the connection between you and the Mother Earth. Breathe in and smile. for every mountain range, every view, desert, ocean, forest, river, puddle of water, tree, grass. Connect, connect, connect. Breathe in and breathe with all these now. Notice as you breathe in and out, so are the trees, so are the lands, so are the waters. Notice the air that you breathe, the breath that exists all around you, and not just the winds. Your connectivity is a power within the breath. You breathe the air of all around you, human and plants, recycled, if you will. Waves of motion in the air, in the energy that surrounds all. You are this connection right here, right now, to the all that there is. The God particle within you, the all spark. Feel the yumminess of this. Breathe in and breathe out. Now bring your awareness back up to the top of your head, the 2 inches above. This area is an area you can tune into after you breathe into your heart. You can tune into this area above your head when you find that the monkey mind is at work. When it is difficult to stop or pause the mind, rather, you can return to this area and feel the lightness as you take the energy of the thoughts that are coming in and you work with it, dear ones. You work with it and you bring it up to 2 inches above your head. This is a new perspective. This is a higher perspective, equivalent to you, say, going up in a high-rise building, a penthouse, a rooftop, a mountain, a hill, getting an overview that feels of expansion, that reminds you of the expansion that you are. Looking at the clouds while you sit at a red light, noticing the shapes within the clouds connects you to the angel of the air, connects you to the water within the clouds, connects your mind in a whole other way of creation as you are wondering what shape you will see next. Do you have time today, my lovelies, to sit and look at the stars, to sit and look at the clouds, to lay down and observe these, to allow yourself to be in a place with your eyes closed and feel the air, feel the wind, feel your breath? Can you remove your shoes and feel the ground beneath your toes. Sand, water, dirt, grass, mud. Can you feel these between your toes as you walk, as you take 5 minutes in your day today to connect with the elements, to connect into a deeper part of yourself? Connect. Take a deep breath in and release. Feel and slowly open your eyes and stay in the moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Look at your surroundings. Allow the mind to simply observe that which surrounds you. Nothing to think about, nothing to do. Just look. Notice. Okay. Notice how your body feels after that breath work. Are you lightheaded? Do you feel more grounded? Do you feel silly? Could feel silly. As someone was toning with me on one live, she said that her family got afraid because of the sounds she was making, because she was following along with the toning. It's okay to be silly. It's okay to not be understood. It's okay to swim against the grain and to let others have their experience and you to have your experience. We are not meant to fit in, so to speak. All right, how did that feel for you guys? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to kind of go through and see if there are any questions, and then we're going to move on to some soul gazing, because I did say we would do that. All right, love from India. Hello, India. Yeah, it's a good idea. Some people monkey mind that subject. Some people will give themselves a hard time, especially those going through depression, different personality imbalances that occur with people from different wounds they've had in their life. They can find it very difficult with the monkey mind. They'll get frustrated, they'll get angry with themselves, that they can't focus their thoughts. People talk about ADHD, which I won't really get into that. It's a thing and it's not a thing. It's energy, and sometimes medication's helpful, and sometimes a person's able to go the holistic route, and sometimes it's both. But really, a lot of the children coming in these days, and for quite some time now, we kind of give a thanks to them, because those who are not in the know and who go more for the diagnosis have to do with, they're showing us a different way. All the kids coming in, they've had to adjust education for them, right? They can't learn the same way anymore. There's more schooling on the road or unschooling, right? So there's benefits to some of the things in this world seen as a, what would you call it? A challenge. especially for parents, a challenge. Okay. How you guys doing? Hopefully my internet's okay. I'm actually inside instead of on the go. Hello, hello. Okay, if you have questions, there seems to be a lot of people here. Hello, Mexico. Love Mexico. I was just thinking about the other day. I once stayed at a nature reserve. That was amazing. Little huts. And I didn't know that if there is a huge storm in Mexico, that their guidelines there, correct me if I'm wrong on this, those of you who know, but at that time, apparently you can claim land. If something gets destroyed and you go in and claim it before the original owners, you can claim that land. There was someone who claimed half a resort while I was there. It was really odd. There was this huge fence, and that's how they explained it. Hey guys, the Rhino District. Okay, so you're here in Denver. I've heard of it. All right, so no questions so far. We're gonna do a little soul gazing, shall we? Which means I'm just gonna stare at you because I can't look at your eyes. And what soul gazing is about is when you have that opportunity, say you're in a retreat setting, because we talked about this the other day, oftentimes we don't keep eye contact with people. We see people on the street, we see homeless on the street, and it's like blinders for some of us, right? Or non-acknowledgement. So let's soul gaze and connect. When you stare into the eyes of another, and this isn't just in the most romantic way, although it's quite amazing, right? There can be a lot of signals in a stare, right? I caught myself the other day doing something I wouldn't normally do. There was someone, I swing dance currently. I've taken it up again. And somebody was dancing with me and they held my gaze for quite a long time. And some people don't do this because they feel uncomfortable. They feel like there's a protocol as to when you break the gaze, right? Same thing with the hug, right? When you hug someone, did you know that if you hug them for a longer period of time, it is actually activating the nervous system in a way that is healing? So you can tell someone that you're close with and say, I'm going to try something out. I learned something today. I learned that if you hug for 20 seconds or more, it actually activates healing within the body for both participants. But oftentimes it's like a pat, pat, and go. Like there's a protocol for how long you can hug a person. So throughout my travels, throughout the lands of America, I have sometimes met people and there's been an intuition to give them a longer hug. And so I will let them know, because they have the right to refuse the hug, right? I will let them know, hey, I'm going to give you a longer hug than normal. Don't read into it, but do feel into the heart center as I'm giving you the hug, because there's healing there for it. If you would like to have that type of healing and expansion within your heart center, the energy field, both the energies of those people who hug, their energy fields start to open and spread into their environment. And that love, non-romantic, can be romantic, but just a hug out of friendship anchors that love frequency there in that space, in that piece of land, that area, that town, that city, that province. You guys can expand that love as far as you want it to go. So today, I'm going to soul gaze with you. It may be a little boring for you guys, but it came up yesterday. So we're going to do that today. And use my trusty here because I don't have my big fluffy white dog from my friend to lean on today. And take some water. If you have a chance to drink some water right now, go ahead. The water that you have with you is actually being reprogrammed with the frequency that is playing in the background as we speak. So let me put this someplace down here. Okay, so here we go. Get into a comfy space where you can soul gaze with me. And I'm just gonna, let me take this off. Ooh, all right. I'm gonna have to change that design. It keeps getting caught in my hair. I like to work with wire. And I'm gonna adjust right here a little bit so you guys can see me more. Any final questions before? Okay, here we go. Lovely. So come along and let's soul gaze for a time. When you have the opportunity to be in a retreat setting, it is a safe place for you simply to stare. It's like a staring contest, but there is no winner or loser here. You gaze. Possibly you send a love frequency, or joy, or happiness. Possibly you have some information about another, something that they might be struggling with. And you send them peace. You send them nurturing. You send them a smile. On the replay, I like to always do this for videos that are saved. Oftentimes, if there's a channeler, and I can tell that there is coding within her gaze, within the light language, within the voice, but sometimes there's something about the eyes, the look. There are frequencies coming through in that manner as well. And I will zoom in on the eyes. So those of you here on the replay, something to try. Feel into the frequency. You can put your hand on your heart. You may think that you're looking at me, but what you see through my eyes is the connection of your own soul, your soul essence, gazing right back at you. Nothing to do. Feel. Breathe. Holding gaze with another doesn't have to be awkward. It doesn't have to be weird. It is a connection, an energetic connection. What do they say? Eyes are the windows to the soul. Connect. Breathe. Who are you? Who are you? Hmm? Who are you? Who am I? Who are we? We. Every cell in your body. You are not just you. Your persona, your identity, the role that you play. Who are you really? Who are you behind the curtain? Unveiled, delayered. This technique can also be done as mirror gazing, something you've been asked to do on this channel before. To gaze into the mirror at that which you are and say, thank you, I love you, I appreciate you, you are worthy of so much. So much is available to you. Who are you? Okay, one more minute, and then I'll look at the comments. Breathe. You are more than what you've been told by others and by yourself. There is so much potential in your possibilities, so much choice in your daily lives. Connect and find the choice. Find the stillness. Find the fun. These are not things that can be taken away. They are always there for you to tap into energetically. Who are you? Take this with you today. Let it repeat. If there's anything that is to repeat within the mind, let that repeat. Who am I? When the thoughts come up and they're hard to be silenced, the mind will silence when you ask, who am I? Who do I strive to be? What if more is available to me than I think? And ask the heart, what is available for me? Not your mind. Ask your heart. That is where truth lies for you. Okay. All right, so that is soul gazing, my friends. You can practice in the mirror. That was a little easier for me to bring forth with my eyes open. I was asked the other day if I could not close my eyes while any guidance, messages, frequencies came forth. And if I'm looking at myself, it's like, I don't know, it's a strange thing to look at yourself. But if I were to mirror gaze with myself, if I were to work with affirmations, perhaps, of something I want to kind of switch up the frequency in my life, maybe someone's struggling with funds and there's lack, to look at oneself in a mirror and say, I am abundant. I always have money flying in my direction. Do you know I have a $2 bill in my visor, in my passenger side, solely for the aspect of whoever sits in that passenger seat of mine and occasionally opens that mirror to look at themselves has a $2 bill that falls into their lap, and they're able to say, money is always flying my way. Just fun little quirky things that you can do. Okay. Awesome, guys. The frequency in the background is that of the Schuman Resonance. So we are connecting with the earth right now, for those of you who are just hopping on. Yes, it is a calming, grounding aura frequency by Starway Healing. That will be in the description below, so you can connect with more of those if you feel like you need to listen to something as you fall asleep. That was me last night. I woke up at 12:30 and I was just here. It hasn't happened before, where I got 2 hours of sleep and just... So, all right. Any other questions? Yes, you can see a lot in someone's eyes, huh? What did someone say once to me? It was at a very difficult time in my life, and they saw that I was happy, but they also saw sadness within the eyes of a time where I was feeling very lost. And I didn't shy away from it. I could have acted embarrassed for what they saw. However, where I am these days, I'm just merely saying thank you. Thank you for seeing that. Thank you for seeing that part of me that possibly feels embarrassed, that possibly feels not as strong. That was definitely what I was feeling at that time, not as strong. And I kept having all these different intuitive people tell me, because they see, everybody sees energy in a different way. I have a knowing that comes about, and there are people that can actually see an energetic field. And they can kind of tell. And what's funny is what you're feeling emotion-wise, the color of your auric field may be different. I was curious, and there are often people I come across that I know for a fact that I can, not that I lie, I'm actually very good about telling the truth. I have found in certain circumstances, like survival circumstances, or times that I notice when I go into that state, and I haven't got into that state in a very long time because of the different work I've been doing on this path, paying attention, bringing observation to my patterns, my belief systems. I welcome it when someone is able to point out different things to me, and I guess It really just depends on the delivery, really, right? With anything, delivery is everything. It allows a person whether to be open with you or to close their heart to you as well, depending on how a person responds or what they say. And what we talked about in the last live was, what frequency do you want to leave people with? What do you yourself, frequency-wise, enjoy when you have the opportunity to experience it, right? We were talking a little bit about that when the topic of gossip came up yesterday, and what it is to gossip. What is that exactly? So if you're interested in that topic, catch the replay. It'll be available as soon as I'm off of here, and I can put everything in the description because I do use copyrighted material for these educational purposes. Okay, my eyes actually change color occasionally from blue to kind of a greenish tone, possibly sometimes a grayish tone, depending on, I have like mood eyes. It's like this mood ring, right? It can shift the color of the eyes. Yes, you can recognize a strong child by the way he looks at you. Absolutely. I love when a child or a teen can actually make eye contact and keep eye contact while they're asking a question, while they're a person that actually communicates well. You can tell when a person can communicate well with you. A child that will have a whole conversation with me. I've had that happen and I love it. I love hearing their perspectives. Okay. Look into your cat's eyes. Yeah, you can look into your animal's eyes. By the way, that is one of my abilities. There's something there about me working with animals, about getting a sense of what is needed with that particular animal, and that could have to do with health. So it could be something that I offer later on my website. I do have freckles. More freckles these days, it seems. All right, so just looking at the comments here. Anybody who's catching on the live, seeing if there's a question. Love is a universal emotional feeling. Emotion, feeling, yes. And it's even way beyond emotion. We often think of love as just an emotion. But when they speak of unconditional love, you're speaking of the divine. You're speaking of creation. A lot of people want hugs. You know what? There may be a retreat that I will be hosting at some point. Different ideas have been coming in. One is a silent retreat. Another retreat is that of the dark. But some of these combined possibly with other aspects, like fun, like you're going off-roading somewhere, as well as having that ability to have part of it where things are quiet and there's silence and you're connecting with the earth, connecting with the grid lines. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see if this is a question. So to meditate can be different things. To meditate can be as simple as taking time to breathe 3 times consciously instead of the shallow breath we often do. It can be to pray. Prayer is a meditation. You're connecting with the divine, the highest aspect of creation, prime creator that you are, and that surrounds you. Anything else on meditation? Okay, a little story. So I have some training in pranic healing, which, Asian based. And then there was energy that was more India based, Darshana, that followed after that, like a year or two after that, or maybe within the same year. It's hard to say at this point. But someone that was life coaching me at one point was giving me a hard time about meditating. It was not ever easy for me to meditate. And I always kind of tried to fit it in, but not done very well in the whole life coaching scheme. I was like that person doing my homework right before I arrived. And I explained at one point, she's like, you have to meditate every day, every day. And although now I will agree that is very helpful, this is why we take this time on this channel, because it's a time to connect to your heart, your breath, and you. And there's so many distractions out there that this is the one moment where there's not a distraction between you and I and the energetic frequency of those who arrive here that are connecting for the highest and greatest good, which is what you're always receiving. I prepare the space before you guys arrive, and regardless of what energies are here in the space, even in the comments, really, it is a clear energetic space. I work with the angelic realm and ascended masters as well. I'm trying to see if there's anything coming in about that. We're just being asked to connect. Ooh, here's something that came in. And this may be a topic for tomorrow. Yesterday, somebody brought up Brian Scott. Great guy on YouTube. Check him out. Pay attention to the people that I recommend out there. I have no affiliation with them. But I have developed a library of very useful information in your spiritual path. And it might be people you've connected with before, and it might be people that you wouldn't normally consider. So some of that is going to be coming up on my website to be available in my groups. Those who decide to join where heaven meets earth, basically. That's kind of my slogan, where heaven meets earth. Where heaven meets earth is you. You're the connection. You're the anchor point that's here. You're what matters. Right here, right now. And that is just self-care and self-love. As you fill your cup, you're able to give to others. And so what's coming up about Brian Scott is I was reminded yesterday, I do this technique where I ask, is this true? When I'm speaking to someone and I'm in my centeredness, I've been practicing with this long enough that I can ask myself, is that true what I just said? And I will even catch myself. And I'll say it aloud. People will be like, what are you doing? Like, well, I'm just seeing if that's true. Because I'm not tapping into the mind, I'm tapping into the heart, the soul. So what I said the other day was, I don't really get into futuristic things, but if you'd like to check out Pamela Arland, she channels, I think, once a week or once a month, and she's an intuitive, a psychic, whatever you want to call it. She's been doing this since she was a kid, right? Channeler since she was a kid. And she's able to tap into future timelines. And I had said, yeah, you know what? I'm not really into the futuristic stuff. I love her. I love what she brings forth. And you don't always resonate with everything, right? And I was like, well, I don't really resonate too much with that. I try and hold a different timeline, and that's okay, because she taps into what she feels right now in the collective consciousness. And she explains that to people when they're all hey, that's not my timeline. I'm up here. I'm high in vibe, right? I'm up here. I'm not down there, and I don't even want to go to that timeline. But it's important to look at the shadowy stuff too. It's important to look at our own shadows, to acknowledge the shadows that are happening in the world. That's how this work comes through, and how we elevate in consciousness in form. We're already an elevated soul. We're not trying to elevate or enlighten our soul. Our soul is already enlightened. We're simply doing this process in human form, in dense form, which is a new thing and has never been done before here on this planet, I will say. So we have this opportunity, we agreed to be here, and that's why we're here. And so when I was asking that question about, is this true? Which I didn't at the time, I just kind of said it, right? Because I was talking in general, like I am right now, right? But there are times that I stop and I'm like, and I'm asking. So it came this morning, as it always does, if I have those times of like sleep in a different way, because the mind is not able to get in the way. The beautiful mind, the beautiful ego we have. And you will see that there's guidance that comes in. And what came in, it was a remembrance of, remember, when you first started going along this path, love, you connected through science, through quantum physics. It wasn't through religion. It wasn't through spirituality. I'm a practical kind of gal, and I was looking for scientific evidence in spirituality and how it's measured, how energy fields are measured. And that's where Brian Scott came up. So I will say, and I will post a link. Remember I said pay attention to the links. I'm going to post a link that by Brian Scott that is a reminder for all those people who are here but do not connect in a way. They're like, I don't really talk to angels. I don't talk to dragons. I don't connect with these different things. You might find that's a little bit inaccurate, because as a child, if you remember what you connected with as a child, those are your guides. Those are reminders in your external world of what you connected to in its purest essence as a child. However, I would not have connected with angels. I would not have connected with dragons or fairies or ascended masters or star beings at that time in my life. So if you're one of those people, I will say that you can check out Brian Scott, because he is all about the practicality of spirituality, and he breaks it down in step-by-step ways that can assist you on this path in a different way. He allows you to work a little bit more with your future self. And as I was listening to his small podcast again today, I was like, is this true? Do I still resonate with this based on everything I know now and the way I connect now? And the answer is yes, it's still true. Your future self that is on a parallel timeline with you, and we have many parallel timelines, you are multidimensional, has a knowing about something in your life that you have a question about or want some guidance on. And that future self is like, think of like the best part of you. There's a timeline that is the best part of you and living in the best place that you want to live in, having exactly the amount of abundance you want in your life, exactly the amount of joy, the right partner for you in your life. That does exist on these other timelines. And I'm still kind of feeling into some of that. But what I will say, it is exactly the best way to start to connect in a different way and to realize the possibilities you have when you are creating the life that you would like to leave, when there are desires that come into your energetic field that you would like to see realized, to come to fruition in your lives. Okay? Maybe there'll be more on that tomorrow. I'm not sure. All right. No more questions. We're at an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If I didn't see any questions, by the way, there'll be links in the descriptions of these videos that if you have something going on in your life and you want me to speak of it, to tap in for the guidance on that subject, you can leave a question. You can email me a question. That will be in the description below. Other things down there. Insta is there. It's not really this kind of stuff. It's more the places I go and fun little music things, right? Music and scenery of where I anchor the light of where I travel. What else? Website link is not there yet. Donations are there if you want to do that. Yeah, that's all I have right now. I will say within a month's time, I will have my website up and I'll be able to see everyone's face and connect in a different way. There's different things I'm going to be offering, and some of them are kind of off the wall, but there must be something to it because that's what's coming in. So I love you as well. Got some people studying. Oh, okay. It paused for a minute. I had a call coming in. Sorry about that. I didn't turn that off. All right, looks like I gotta go pick someone up, get back to the human way of life, balancing the human and the spiritual, right? That's what it's about. We're here for this human experience. No bypassing, no leaving it, no savior. We're here to do the work ourselves. So thanks for showing up today and connecting with the trueness of who you are. As always, we are one. Join me today at 11, tomorrow, see, I'm sleepy, 11 Pacific time daily. If not, I will post and let you guys, I'll be there. I heard that YouTube shorts don't post right away, so another method, I'll try just doing a regular written post that lets you know if I'm not going to be here. Otherwise, I will be here for you as you will be here for you. And we'll see what comes through. I let that all be guided. Occasionally there's info and I'll bring that forth. And yeah, we just have some fun here and we see what happens. So if you guys are interested, come again. If not, see you later. Adios, sayonara, or aloha, hello and goodbye, and I'll see you again. Have a very fun-tastic day. Feel into who am I. Feel into your heart. Try setting a timer of breath. Just take a moment for yourselves. Find someone that is good with a hug today and try out the technique of a healing hug. When you say something like that, it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. I have a story about that, about an airplane flight on the other side of the world and the whole falling asleep. If you guys remember and you're here tomorrow, you can ask me about that and I'll tell you that story. Have a fantastic day. I will see you on the flip side. Bye.